now I'm gonna work on my truck finally for the first time this year. So this is where the fun begins. As you can see, we haven't really worked on the Bronco very much at all since the last video in February. It's still on the dolly, but we had a whole lot of other things going on. We recreate a lot here in Colorado, and so that's what it has been for the last few months. You know, things like this. So, still have the Mustang. There is the newest project, which I have a video coming up on, which is the 1965 Apache tent trailer that we picked up for virtually nothing. Guy was trying to get out from underneath it, and we're gonna turn that into an Overlander style trailer, and I've got a video on that coming up. But back to the Bronco. So the body cart's still intact. And as you can see, it's still in great shape. There's no damage done to it. There's no stress on any of the joints. So it seems to be working out exactly like we wanted. We're able to grind on the body and get the body kind of squared away. There's still a lot to be done. I still have the transmission hump that I've got to do, and underneath the seats right in here where all this rust is, where we power washed. But then as you can see, the rest of it is pretty well cleaned up. Just have a few little spots there that need to get done. The entire top of the body is completely ground down. So it's ready to go. I still have some paint left in there, but that'll come off here pretty soon. So that's kind of where I'm at right now. And it's one of those things that it's a lot of fun. But with all the recreating that we've been doing, it's just really hard sometimes to work on your projects when you've got 2 kids in school and summer break off. It's kind of what we do. So we still have the chassis, which is still kind of wrapped up. I'll go through that a little bit later and we'll show you that. But I'm gonna start grinding on this body so that I can get this done and into primer and paint.
As boring as it is, this is what we have to do in order to get these trucks done.
Well, we're done grinding now, so it looks like we've got some fairly decent metal to work with. Got the transmission hump all done. Obviously there's some, missed that area right there. We've got a lot of welding to do. So if anybody has any ideas as to how to wash this metal down without creating more rust, leave some comments below, because I've got a couple of ideas. I was going to use some acid etch with some water to kind of scrub the body. Also, I believe Eastwood makes a metal wash, which I've used in the past, and it leaves a white residue on it, which they say you can paint over, but I just don't know if that's true or not. So if anybody has any other ideas, because I think I'll go through 100 cans of the paint prep on this thing. If I just paint prep it, I'm gonna have to wash it somehow to get all the dirt out of here that I've ground off. And then I've also got coming up, the next thing will be taking care of these nasty wheel wells at the front that have been hammered in. I think I'm gonna stick with those, but I'm just gonna create a little bit nicer bond here so that it doesn't look so hammered up. That way it'll at least clear the tires that I'm putting in here. Got some holes I have to weld in and all kinds of stuff. So that's coming up on the next one. Always let me know if there's anything about this that you have any questions about, or if you have any ideas on what I'm doing here. Might make it easier for me. I could use all the help I can get. This is a lot of fun, but now just starting back again for the summer, I notice how much work I have to do. Welcome back.